The secret to a successful marriage is when couples grow together. My name is Pamela Ewuta, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Another day where we talk about intimacy, marriage, and everything in between that bonds couples. So today, what are we talking about? We're talking about what happens when couples grow together, the benefits of couples growing together within their relationship. So, I say one of the secrets of a successful marriage is when couples grow together. What do I mean by that? You as a couple, you are a team coming together with your various ambitions and goals. And so everyone has a valid ambition, has a valid goal. We bring together and it's in alignment with each other. So as a couple, we are moving together to achieve our main aim within the relationship. And in the process, a lot of things happen. People tend to grow apart because people are growing at different pace. And sometimes some people are not even growing at all. Maybe you are a wife or a husband of a busy executive, of a high-class, a high-flying executive. It is important that you grow along with your spouse. It is important that once in a while you go on business trips and journey with your spouse to know what is happening out there. The person you got married to is different from who is a high flyer in the workplace. It is important that you are able to grow along in the same pace and rate at which he or she is growing. There might be days you are invited to come for a business luncheon or meeting. How do you cope? If you do not understand the language of the business circle, if you do not understand what it means to carry on a conversation in a social setting, how are you able to cope in that kind of setting? It reflects poorly and badly on your spouse if you cannot carry on a good and positive conversation within his own circle, and it goes vice versa. And so in this special year of 2020, of a glorious COVID 2020, a lot has happened. A lot of families have been holed up together, and the result has been like a report card of what our relationships are. During this period of being holed up together with each other, some couples didn't have words, some had loads of words, they enjoyed themselves together, and some had few words to share with each other. It showed that couples were not growing together. They were not having similar things to say. We had things in common. And so I ask you, what are you doing to enable you grow together? Yes, during the course of life, our goals and our ambitions might change. As it's changing, are you able to communicate these changes with your spouse? Are you able to talk about it so you can continue to move together in alignment with each other? Remember, you are a team. In a team is as strong as its weakest link. So just you moving in or moving on as the star doesn't make the team strong. So if your marriage is important to you, it is very important that you and your spouse, you grow together. If as a busy exec, you have the opportunity of taking your wife or your spouse, whoever is the busy exec, is able to take the other person on courses or training, please do. It is no use you being able to speak all the high and mighty languages and understand all the economies of the world and your spouse is left behind. The spouse is not the one that takes care of the home alone. Everyone is in it together. And so to enjoy a mutual benefiting relationship, it is important that the couples grow together within their marriage so that they will be able to sit down and be able to carry on conversations. It's of no use being in a relationship and you don't have conversations with your spouse because you feel your spouse is not growing at the same rate at which you are growing. It is your duty, both your duty, to make sure you are growing together. And what are these benefits of growing together? When you grow together with your spouse, you are able to support each other because you understand your spouse, you understand what he or she is doing in the workplace or in the business place or whatever it is that he or she is doing. So you are able to lend support to your spouse. And if you are growing together, you're able to carry on conversations with your spouse. So you're able to connect emotionally, socially in any way with your spouse because you can speak the language. Both of you can speak a language that you understand. And what are the other benefits of having to grow together? When you grow together, you're able to achieve your goals as a couple, because everyone has got goals they want to achieve. But as you are growing together, you're able to share with each other the things that you want to achieve. And so in communication, you are able to come together and say, make plans on how you want to achieve your goals. Peradventure, you are in a relationship and it's becoming dull, and you know that definitely the signs are showing that you are growing in the different direction, that you are no more growing together. I want you to take out time to sit down and talk about it. Communication is key in every human relationship. We are made to communicate with each other. And it's only through communication we are able to talk to ourselves about the things that we need to talk about and work on. So if you feel and you know that definitely you are no more growing together as a couple, sit down and have a heart-to-heart communication with yourselves. What happened? How did you get to a point where you are no more growing, where everyone is trying to achieve his or her goal in a different direction, where maybe one person has been left behind? What can be done about it? It gets to a point, sometimes because you are no more growing together, the busy or the high-flying exec is not able to take the other partner out on social events because he or she feels you are not at par with him or her. This is where you come in and work on brushing up the social skills of the other person, brushing up on the economic skill, all the things that the person needs. But the first point is having to talk about it, communicate, and talk to yourselves about what has gone wrong and where and how you can remedy the situation. If the relationship is important to you, then you will work on it. Relationship grow and blossom because the couples involved are intentional and deliberate about the success of the relationship. And I know that you want your relationship to work. And so to avoid growing apart and becoming like strangers at the end of the day, it's only important that you sit down and communicate with each other in what ways you can work on in making your relationship beneficial to both of you and to be enjoyable to everyone involved once again. So I will enjoy you that you take out time this coming week, that you make out time and talk to yourself and find a solution, find out ways that you can make your relationship work again. Talk to each other and start having activities to do with each other again, because your relationship matters to me. I pray that you find time to do this. And so until I come your way again, have fun and enjoy your relationship. Have a nice day.